guys to be like really good and listen.
Okay, stuck in.
All right. So I'm here to talk to you about mental toughness and hypnosis. Does anyone know anything about hypnosis? Yeah, what do you know?
Hypnotize people.
Yeah, what else do you know? Yeah.
And put people to sleep.
Put people to sleep? Yeah, kind of? Yeah. It's magic. Yes, and I'm not going to make you cluck like a chicken, although I probably could if you wanted to, but I'm not going to today.
Do it, I dare you.
So, not today.
Oh.
All right. Can anyone tell me the definition of mental toughness?
I don't know, you're tough when people are, confident.
Confidence? Okay, good. Yeah, what else?
Something not
Parents, you guys can answer too. What's the definition of mental toughness? Yeah.
Is it like how you handle different situations?
How you handle situations? Yeah. What else? Anyone? No? Well, mental toughness is actually, it's being tough mentally, right? So it's resilience. It's snapping back when things don't go your way. It's getting over a disappointment quickly. It's no matter the circumstances, you still play your best. And mental toughness is something that's learned. Mental toughness typically doesn't just happen with anyone at any time. So, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about mental toughness and a little bit about changing your mind and a little bit about hypnosis. So, bear with me. Your power of your mind is super duper important. Can you guys all hear me? Kind of? Okay, I'll try to talk on it. The power of your mind is really important. It's like your mind only has so much real estate in it. So if you think of a cup, your mind is like a cup. You can fill your cup with positive thoughts or you can fill your cup with negative thoughts. You can fill your cup with, I'm great, I'm an amazing player, and I'm one of the top in the team, or you can fill your cup with, I stink, I'm never going to be good enough, I don't like this sucks, right? But there's only so much room in this cup. So you choose, mental toughness is you choosing to fill the cup with belief and thoughts that you believe in yourself. So what you can do is you can imagine that your mind is here, and you can fill it halfway or all the way with belief, or you can fill it with self-doubt. And it's your choice. And mental toughness is like physical toughness. The more you work it, the better you get. So you guys all know that the more you practice, the better you get, right? It's the same thing with mental training. Because what happens is we have two different minds. When we work with hypnosis, we talk about two minds. We have one brain and two minds. You have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the one that does the thinking all day long. It thinks from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep, 95% of your day. Your subconscious mind is the other part of your brain. It only is used 5% of the time, but we can use it a lot more. The one you use 95% of the time, it analyzes, critiques, and tells you that you're not good enough, you didn't play so well, you're not confident, you're never going to be as good as. We all do it. We do it at work. We do it all during the day, right? It's what the human mind does. But the subconscious mind is the one that can do the driving, get you to your destination. It works in pictures, habits, and beliefs. So those of you that don't drive and those of you that do drive, have you ever noticed that when you're driving somewhere and you get to your destination and you think to yourself, I was so busy talking or thinking I don't remember getting here? So guys, do you ever notice that sometimes when you're going to practice, mom or dad is so busy yipping at you that you think to yourself, how did they even drive because they're so busy talking to me or telling me what to do? Yeah. So that's the conscious mind. It's so busy talking. It's thinking about all those other things, but your subconscious mind did the driving. It got you to the destination. The subconscious mind drove you guys to your destination. And we don't realize, but we use it all the time. It does the driving in our life. So when we can learn to take this conscious mind, the critical factor, the one that analyzes and critiques, we can put it to the side. We can work with the subconscious, the one that does the driving. That's what hypnosis is. So when I do hypnosis with someone, I literally get you into a very relaxed state so that the conscious mind is relaxed and we can reprogram the one that does the driving. Okay? That's what mental training is. That's what mental toughness is. And when I work with people in my practice, I will have you get into a very relaxed state. We'll talk about what your goals and dreams are, what it is that you want to accomplish. We'll create pictures or blueprints of what it is you want to do when you're playing your perfect game. And then it's called a robot theory. Whatever your mind believes, your body will do anything to achieve it. It's really like creating that picture in your mind. And then we'll anchor it with words and certain things, like when you put your shoes on, you immediately feel a confidence, you feel like you're in the zone. So talking about in the zone, I'm going to introduce myself in a minute. So being in the zone, can you tell me what it means to be in the zone? Yeah. Locked in? Yeah. What else?
To be in the zone.
Be in the zone. Yeah, right. You're in the zone. Anyone else, parents?
Focus.
Focus. Yeah. What else? So I would love for you guys all, being in the zone is actually being in the optimal emotional state. And when I say the optimal emotional state, it's that state when nothing else matters, all distractions disappear, and you are playing at your best. So just for a moment, I want you to think about a couple things. First of all, I want you all to think about what you did last night. Just think about what you did last night. All right, got it in your mind? Yeah. You just saw a picture of where you were, right? No one saw words, you saw where you were. Our subconscious works like that all day long, every day. The next question I have for you is, tell me or imagine just for a minute the last time that you played really well. It could have been a practice, it could have been a game, it could have been last week or last year. But in your mind, just for a moment, think about the last time that you played really, really well. You guys all got it? When you have it, nod your head so I know you have it. Can you remember that? What did it feel like? Anyone? What did it feel like when you played really, really well? Yeah. Felt good, didn't it? How else?
Exciting.
Exciting, yeah. How else? When you played really, really well, that last time you were in the zone that you remembered.
Like you accomplished something?
Like you accomplished something, yeah. So I'll have athletes tell me, like, it feels great, it feels amazing, it made me happy. That's what we do with hypnosis, is we take that state of being in the zone and we bring it back every time you step on the field or every time you pick up your stick. And you decide what it is. But emotions drive everything in our lives. And I know that because we can only have one thought at a time and one emotion at a time. We can't be happy and sad at the same time. I can switch emotions in like seconds. And you can too when you really learn that emotions aren't real. And I know that's a really weird statement, but it's so true. So if you're having a bad day or you're telling yourself that you're not good, you're actually creating how you're going to play on the field. I'm not good. And your body's going to respond to that because it's an emotion. And not good doesn't feel good. What happens when we have a negative emotion, we release a hormone called catecholamine. It tightens our body up. Do you guys want to play lacrosse with a tight body?
No.
No. How do you want to play? Loose, right? Loose. When you have a positive thought, like I'm good, I'm great, I rock, this is awesome, your body's really loose, right? So your thoughts determine the way you play. And that's what hypnosis does, is it helps you to create new pathways of belief where you can put a roadblock in the other way of thinking, the I'm not good enough, the I suck, the I don't like this, I don't like practice. And you can create new pathways. And then with mental training, the pathways become roads, highways, and superhighways. And that's what champions do. All right? So I'm going to introduce myself now. I'm Karen Bird. I have a hypnosis practice. I live in Burlington. I used to have an office. I now see all my clients virtually because I see clients all over the world, all over the nation. And I also teach hypnotists and hypnotherapists how to work with athletes. I have a training, mentoring, and business coaching program. So I also do these team talks because I love to work with other athletes and I love to see the results I see athletes for 4 sessions typically. In that first session, my goal after that first session is always for them to say, I'm so excited about this. Like, I can't wait to see how it changes the way I play. Because it really changes the way you play when you keep track of your mind. So I'm going to teach you guys a few tools and a few techniques. I can't teach you everything that I teach my athletes because I see them for 4 hours, 4 different sessions. But I'm going to give you everything I can in the next few minutes before we all freeze to death. So, again, I'm Karen Bird. I have a practice in Burlington. I see a lot of athletes, but I also see people for weight loss and smoking and anxiety and school issues and fears and anything you can think of that you see a psychologist for or a therapist. We work with them. If you have any questions, there's some brochures on the table that you're welcome to take. All right, I would love to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 volunteers come up here. All right, I only have 7 medals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 of you guys.
Not it. Not it. Not it. We like got it.
Yeah, you can grab one.
No. Oh, can I get one? Take one. Thank you. Let's go.
Okay, if you guys can stand in a line like this,
I don't wrestle.
just hold on to it. That's okay. I'm not going to have you put on your neck, though. Hold on to it.
Sure, I think wrestle.
Okay. Stand in a line like this way. Yeah. Straight line. No, I'm going to have you hold it. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys how crazy our mind is. Okay. Look at this circle. All right? Just look at it for a minute. We've got A here and B here and C here and D here. Okay? Look at the circle. All right, it's a circle. The A and the B are left and right. The C and the D are top and bottom. All right, you guys got a picture of that in your mind? Okay. Now hold your medals like this from the top. Yep, from the top of the. There you go. Yep, here you go. Yep, and you kind of want to let your wrist be like this. And you need to hold it from this side. Like this. Yeah. Okay. So like this. All right, you guys got it? Okay. And hold it still for a minute. Hold it still. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have you look at your medals and just hold it down. And I want you to trace your eyes from left to right, A to B, like you saw on that thing. Trace just your eyes, left to right, A to B. Just your eyes. Hold the medal still, left to right, A to B. Look at your medal and go back and forth, left to right, left to right. Look at your medal, left to right. Trace it back and forth. And get your eyes to go back and forth, like you're going from one side to the other side. Keep your head straight. And back and forth as you're watching your medal. Left to right and back and forth. All right, now your eyes go front and back from A to B, like you saw on this chart. Watch your medal, you guys. Keep your eyes on your medal. Are you who coaches these guys? Okay, there you go. Keep your eyes on your medal. Watch your medal. Back and forth. Left to right. All right, some of these guys are good. Okay, left to right, just watch top and bottom. Top and bottom. Forward and back. Watch your medal. Just watch your medal. Forward and back. All right, some of you guys are good. Okay, so as you can see, I told them to hold their medals. Just hold it like this. And try to hold it still. And then I had them do their eyes back and forth. I told them to hold their medal still, and yet as their eyes are going back and forth, their medal moves left and right and back and forth if they're watching their medal. You guys can put them down now. And so what that proves is, A, your subconscious mind doesn't hear try. And so when I said try to do it, the subconscious is like, I'm going to try to do it, but whatever, no big deal. The other thing is, even though I told them to hold it still, and the eyes are going back and forth, your body is always responding to what's going on in your mind. So as I'm saying back and forth, it's going back and forth, and front and back, it goes front and back. And that's exactly what happened. You guys can sit down now. You can put them down. I think their hands were down. All right. You guys ready? Woo! Hey guys, ready? I don't want to keep you too long, so all right. So anyways, that's the power of our mind. Is your body is always going to respond to what's going on in your mind, and that's exactly what's going to happen on the field. So whatever you're telling yourself is the way that you play. I love to ask my athletes, the first question I have when they come in is, how many times a day do you say to yourself, I am a great lacrosse player? Anyone? All right, let me tell you mental training trick number 1. Hey guys. You ready? All right. Super important, you guys. If you want to be a great lacrosse player, tell yourself you're a great lacrosse player. Seriously, like every single day. Parents, if you want your children to be better, your athletes to be better, tell them every day you're a great lacrosse player. Do it when they're not paying attention. The subconscious mind hears it. They are going to act and respond on everything they hear. And then you guys, here's the other thing is your parents can tell you all day long how great you are, but it's super important that you are your own mental coach. So a mental coach is someone that does the mental training, tells you that you're good, helps you to refocus, helps you to retrain your mind. The question that I have for you is, would you, if you had a choice, be your own mental coach? You guys think you're a good mental coach for yourself? Yeah? All right. So I'm going to challenge you guys to every single day think about, am I a good mental coach or not? All right? Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about hypnosis, and then I'm going to do a couple mental training things for you, and then I'm going to do a quick visualization where you guys get to experience what it feels like to kind of get into a relaxed state, but it's a little hard here, and do a little visualization. Okay? All right. So, you guys ready? All right. I don't want to keep like yelling even louder. Okay. So hypnosis is really a state of focus and concentration. You're in it twice a day, when you fall asleep at night, when you wake up in the morning. You're in a beta state right now. So if I put a brain scan on your head, your brain waves would look like this because you're paying attention, you're listening. All right? When you close your eyes and relax, your brain goes down to an alpha state. That is the state that our dogs are in. Dogs are in an alpha state all the time. They're in kind of more this mellow state. They walk around in that state. They do get into the beta state, but they walk around more in the alpha state where we stay in that beta state. Right before you fall asleep at night, when you fall asleep and you wake up in the morning, sometimes when you're relaxed and your leg jerks, or your alarm goes off and you think to yourself, I can't move, I'm so exhausted, you're actually in a theta state. You're in a hypnotic state at that time. Your conscious mind is relaxed and your subconscious mind is doing the work. So it's doing the dreaming at night, right? This conscious mind, I like to call it the inner mean guy or the inner mean girl. It's the one that talks to you like no one else would talk to you, like mom or dad wouldn't talk to you. You say it to yourself. Things like, my nose is ugly or whatever, right? Those things that we're always criticizing ourselves for. Hey guys. All right. So that's what hypnosis is. It's a very relaxed state, just like you are when you fall asleep. You wake up in the morning, and this inner mean guy isn't questioning. It's not questioning how good you are, if you're going to get the goal, or whatever that is, right? So when I work with athletes, there's 5 mental tools that we work with, and you guys can use these in your own practice. The first one is setting goals. I'm going to tell you guys, if you don't set goals, you're not going to reach your goals because they're not set. When you set them, you've already told your mind and you've put it in motion that you're going to reach that goal. So I'm curious, as a team, do you guys have a goal for the year, for the season?
Win a game.
Win a game? All right, that's a cool goal, right? How about, when I talk about setting goals, how about stretchy but attainable? Do you guys think you could, on a really good season, win 2 games? Right?
It depends.
It depends on what?
Well, it just depends.
On what?
It depends who we get to play with. Yeah, who we play and like
Yeah?
who's on our team.
I think it depends on how you talk to yourself, right? They can win a game.
They can win every game.
They can win every game. So how about you guys? I want to know who's aligned with this. How about you guys every single day say, we win our game. I'm a great lacrosse player. Can you guys do that? Yeah, I think you can, right? It depends on how bad you want it. Like, I can't make you do anything. Your parents can't make you do it. Your coaches can't make you do it. You guys have to want it. But I promise you, if you want it, and you tell yourself every single day, I'm a great lacrosse player, and we win every game, it is going to change the way you play. It is that simple. All right? So setting goals, super important. The way you talk to yourself, super important. I'm going to teach you a thought-stopping technique in a minute. What you say to yourself about how you play and when you're playing. If you use relaxation techniques and visualizations. Visualizations are mega important. Hey guys, like just a few more minutes, okay? Thanks. Okay. So visualizations are really important, you guys. Creating that blueprint in your mind of what that looks like. All right, so those are your 5 mental tools. What I want you to write on the back of those cards that I gave you, if you guys, does anybody not have the cards and a pen? If you want to grab one, go ahead.
I want to be bubbles. I don't want to be put to sleep, dude. Stop! I did it.
Awesome. One.
Yeah, no, some people ask me for some.
Oh, that was nice. You're just helping. That's cool.
Could I have one?
Oh, yeah. Here, there's one. I have a gift for you guys if you can listen nicely for the next few minutes. You're going to love it. All right.
Hey, boys! Be respectful. We got a guest speaking.
You guys ready?
Pay attention.
All right. Okay, on the back of the card, I want you guys to choose a power word. A power word is a word, if you think of a really great lacrosse player, they could be a pro, or someone on your team, anyone, a really great lacrosse player, one word that describes them. So the word would be something like amazing, incredible, unstoppable, unbeatable, powerful, phenomenal, fierce, driven. Hey guys, what words did I just say?
Amazing.
Powerful. All right. So anyway, you guys, choose a word. Choose a word. It's your power word. I'm going to tell you what to do with it in a minute. And then write I am a, and then whatever word you chose, lacrosse player, on the back of that card. Whatever that power word is. I am a blank lacrosse player. Powerful, amazing, driven, unbeatable, unstoppable, incredible, fierce, determined. I am a blank, whatever word you chose, lacrosse player. When you're done, raise your hand. I'm going to wait till every hand is raised. You guys, your parents are going to be here forever. Okay. All right, you guys all have it?
Together.
All right, 3 of you, tell me what you wrote. I am a what?
Determined.
Determined lacrosse player.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
Super awesome lacrosse player. Who else? Yeah, go ahead.
Big.
Did you say big? Big lacrosse player. I love it. All right. Okay, you guys, this is what we call a contract. Anytime that self-doubt creeps in, anytime you tell yourself you're not good enough, you missed the goal, you're irritated with yourself, you can change that thought by reminding yourself who you are. Who are you? You are the big lacrosse player, the amazing lacrosse player. All right? That's going to change the way you guys play. Put that on a Post-it note and put it on your mirror. And look at yourself in the eyes. It's going to feel uncomfortable for a little bit. And tell yourself that every single day. All right? It makes a huge difference. So parents, you guys can use that too. Is like you can use woman or man or leader or entrepreneur or whatever it is. Give yourself that adjective and remind yourself every single day who you are. It changes the way your brain works. All right? Okay. So you guys have that. Put that on your mirror. I'm going to teach you thought stopping, and then I'm going to ask you if you want to do a visualization, and if you don't, that's okay with me. All right? So thought stopping, super important. When you catch yourself, when you catch a mean guy inner mean girl telling you that you're not good enough, you screwed up again, you're not perfect, you're never going to be as good as, anything negative. You can stop a thought in a matter of seconds. Just like you can stop like a certain emotion or a certain feeling in a matter of seconds by just changing the thought. Because what happens is we hold on to a thought, and the more we hold on to it, the more it changes responses in our body. So our body always responds to our mind. Do any of you get nervous before you play? Yeah? What do you feel in your body? How do you know you're nervous? Butterflies. What's that?
Tired.
You get tired?
Sometimes I eat too much food.
Eat too much because you're nervous? It's kind of just your response?
And I eat too much food.
Okay. Anyone else? When you get nervous, where do you feel it? In your stomach usually, in your chest, in your back. Men tend to feel it in their back. Women tend to feel it up top here. It's interesting. Athletes tend to feel it in their stomach, but sometimes in their chest or their head. And so what that is that's a physical response to an emotional feeling. So the feeling is, I am nervous, and then the body responds with a certain feeling. So next time you get nervous, pay attention to it. Here's a really amazing trick that works super well. If you have butterflies or your stomach feels yucky, I know like when my son, he used to wrestle, and he was like a really great wrestler. He was a national champion. And when he used to wrestle, I, as the parent, would get a sick stomach. I don't know if you guys ever did that, but it was like, oh, my stomach just felt so nervous for him. And what I now teach athletes is when you have that nervous stomach, as an athlete, remember or remind yourself it's like a hunger for the win, a hunger to be more aggressive, to be more driven. So think about it. It's the same feeling as when you're really hungry or you're really nervous, but use it to your advantage to give you more strength and to make you more explosive and to make you play better. So think about it that way, and it'll change the way that you end up playing on the field. All right? So, thought stopping. When you find yourself having a negative thought, when you find yourself not believing in yourself, I'd love to hear an example of anyone, like what goes through your mind? What is something that you say to yourself that's not something that a champion would say? Anyone have any examples? Yeah. I'm going to lose. Our team's going to lose. I'm not good enough. I suck. What else?
I don't have enough technique.
I don't have what?
Enough technique.
Enough technique, yep. Awesome. Those are things that are actually going to stop you from playing as well as you know you can play. But you can stop that thought and you can replace it with either, I've got this, or the statement that you guys just wrote down. So what you can do, this is super easy to do. Hey guys. I'm going to stand right here and watch you. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, what you can do is take a deep breath. You guys, parents, you can do this too. Anytime you have a negative thought, like I hate work, or I don't want to go to work today, or I don't feel good, take a deep breath and close your eyes. Imagine a stop sign. And as you exhale, tell yourself to relax, because the word relax makes your body relax. Relax your jaws and your shoulders. I'll walk you through this in a minute. Relax your jaws and your shoulders and say to yourself, stop, I am an amazing lacrosse player. Or stop, I've got this. Or stop, I know what I'm doing. So you guys can all practice it with me, all right? So close your eyes for a minute. Take a deep breath and inhale. Imagine a stop sign in your mind. As you exhale, say to yourself, relax. And then just say, I've got this. All right, you can open your eyes. Okay. So what that does is it stops the thought. You can only have one thought at a time. You cannot believe, I'm not going to win this game. I'm not good enough. I don't want to play today. You can't have that thought. And then also, I'm an amazing lacrosse player. So that's a thought-stopping technique that's actually used by Olympians. It's that simple. And they use it many, 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 many times a day. because we all have negative thoughts, and we all know that as competition gets harder, as the big games start coming up, we start to question ourselves. And so when you start to question yourself, have that self-doubt, you can change it and step into that the lacrosse player that you want to be. All right? Okay. I'm almost complete. I was going to do a relaxation with you guys, but I don't know if you're up for it. Like,
No, we're not.
Give me a relaxation.
are you guys up for like trying it out? So this is what I need from you guys. This is what I need from you guys. All right. I need you to play full out, and here's why. Like, you don't have to, but if you don't, it's not my loss. It's yours. Okay. This is your opportunity to feel what it feels like to actually get into a state where that conscious mind is quiet, and you can change the blueprint of your perfect game. So I'm okay if you guys don't want to do it and you don't want to play full out, but I would love it if you guys would like go over there so you're not bugging the other kids around you so they can do it if they want. Okay? And you have a choice if you want to relax your body or not. And I tell everybody in my office or when I do virtual hypnosis now, you have to trust me and you have to be comfortable with me in order for you to relax. So if you don't trust me and you don't feel comfortable with me and you feel silly and you got the wiggles, you're not going to get yourself into a relaxed state. And I can't be in charge of that. You guys have to be in charge of that. Okay? But if you want to use this benefit for the next 10 minutes to help you be a better lacrosse player, I'm giving you this opportunity. Cool? Okay. All right. So what I'm going to have you do then is just put your head down on the table and relax. And parents, I would love for you guys to be able to do this, but you're kind of standing up and yeah, you can sit down, close your eyes, and do it, you guys. Any of the parents that want to do it, like it just feels really good. If you want to sit down somewhere, you can. What happens is when you get into a very relaxed state, your head is either down or up. If you have it in this state, as you get relaxed, your head just starts bouncing. And that's okay too. Like when you're on an airplane, you fall asleep, your head like bounces